Some other things that I use that are way cheaper than when they're sold by the brand is these. Acorn sells a pen. I believe the pen's $12.50 and a 2-ounce bottle of the starch for it. Adds up to $28.50 for the total. I keep Best Press in this pen. This one has a little brush on the end, and I can just apply the liquid to my seam. Excuse me. This one has a sponge on the end, and it's way bigger, so it's easier for me to hold and maneuver. I keep starch in one of these, I keep Best Press in one, and I keep watered down glue in one of these. I believe we got a bunch of these for like $11. Has a little sponge here on the end so you can apply it to whatever you want to apply it to. You can either run it down like it's a roller or just tap it on. And then you can iron your seams down so that they stay where they belong. And these are big enough that you don't lose them easily. This one works great for those 1/4-inch seams if you're doing foundation paper piecing. You could also use this one for glue basting if you're doing things like hexes and want to glue down the edges instead of having to hand sew those papers. I don't hand sew if I can help it, I promise you. This is a friction pen. I use this a lot for marking things on blocks. If I'm using a quilting ruler or if I'm using a Baptist fan, I can go in and mark with this on the fabric, sew the line, and then apply my iron, and heat removes this marking. Now, if you're going to stick your stuff in the freezer, it'll bring those marks back, but most people aren't freezing their quilts. Sorry. I also keep just a regular #2 pencil, sharpened and in my sewing room. I have one by every sewing machine again. This is great for if you're doing hexes or if you want to mark something so you can sew down both sides of the 1/4-inch seam. Works great for half square triangles. You don't use the eraser much. See, mine is perfect. But I keep this sharpened just so I can use it if I need to mark something quickly. Pencil usually gets marked on the wrong side of fabric, but pencil washes out very easily whenever you take your quilt to wash it. Okay.